guys, so I actually tried to do this yesterday, but I didn't realize that the fan that's sitting behind my computer to keep it cooler apparently caused a lot of feedback. So I ended up deleting that one, and I am redoing it today. So turn down the bright. I guess that is not going to do much. Whew. These headaches need to. Headache/sickness needs to leave this house to never return. Alright, so recently I actually just finished the 13th Continuum, which I put away so I can't show you. My next book that I will be picking up right now is Return of the Continuums. This is book 2. This is by Jennifer Brody, and this is out, I think, it is actually out tomorrow, so kind of late, but better late than never. This will actually post during next week. I am doing a tour for this wonderful book. I've actually read the 13th Continuum twice. I actually got to meet her during BEA, and it's an amazing dystopian book. Kind of reminded me of like a combination of maybe, was it 2,000 Leagues Under the Sea and A Space Odyssey and what else? And The City of Ember, because you've got all these different continuums that they did for survival for the Doom, and they're in like under the sea and in space and under the ground and all these different places. So it kind of gives you like a really interesting view of how life over the last 1,000 years has evolved between these different situations people were put into. So I definitely recommend it if you like dystopian, because it was amazing. Ooh. Okay, so the first book on my list here of stuff that has come in the mail, and something keeps biting me over here. That is so weird. Feels like I'm being stabbed. Oh, I found it. It was gunk. Okay, so the first one is Gardenia. This one I actually looked up the cover the other day when I went to do this video. The cover does not wow me, but I do like what the book is about, that it's about 17-year-old Ivy Erickson. She has 1 month, 27 days, 4 hours, 59 minutes, and 2 seconds to live. Basically, she can see a clock above everybody's head, in which it's counting down to the day that you die. And that sounds really, really interesting, but I do not care for the cover. The next one, well, the next two I got in trade. One was out in February of this year, and the other one was out in 2014, so it is these two books. The Body in the Woods, I've actually read part of it, and I didn't care for it, but I decided to attempt it again because it looked really interesting. The next one is Imperium, which this review for this tour, so you do it this way, posted back on the 24th of this month. This was really good. James Dashner quoted it being that it was so purely magical and so well developed since Harry Potter, and I would definitely have to agree. This is one in-depth book. It is definitely up there with the likes of like The School for Good and Evil and Harry Potter and all those. It's middle grade, but it was really, really good. The next one I also got in trade, and it is Fear My Mortality. I have been attempting to get this book for probably a couple of months now. This is from month 9 books, and it is so gorgeous. This is like, just the cover to this is what caught my eye. This looks so good. This is The Future is Bright for 16-year-old Ava Holland and the residents of Everreach. They don't have to worry about old age or ever getting sick. That would be really, really nice, to not getting sick. In their world, humans regenerate, heal, and live for hundreds of years. Mortality isn't something to fear. Disease has been all but eradicated. But everything changes when Ava watches her brother die. But normal people don't just die, they regenerate. And when Ava's brother doesn't, Ava's genetics are called into question by the government, scientists, extremists, and Ava herself. Could Ava's genes hold the answer to mortality? Is she an anomaly or something to be feared? Determined not to become anyone's guinea pig, Ava doesn't stick around to find out. She wants answers too, but the only person who can help her is 17-year-old Michael Brayley, the boy. And it actually cuts off, so I don't know what the rest of that is. That's a little weird. I will have to see if that's a misprint or something, because it just cuts off. He is just Michael Bradley, The boy, there's no period or anything. That's so weird. Okay, well, that one looks really interesting anyway. The next one actually just came in the mail a couple of days ago, and I am on the tour for this for November 4th, and it is called Spin the Sky. This one is a heartwarming, bittersweet contemporary story that will appeal to fans of Jenny Han, Jennifer Eccles, and Madeline George. This one has to deal with Magnolia wants nothing more than to get her and her sister Rose out of the pitifully small, clamming, obsessed Oregon town that hates them. She just doesn't know how. Forced to put up with the snide comments and hateful looks the town people throw at her, or them, Mags thinks she's destined to pay for the horrible, awful thing her mom did. So I guess this goes on to dealing with her going into a dance competition. The next one, of course, is Vast in the Night. This is my signed copy, with all my stuff falling out of it. This is from Uppercase, and it is, unfortunately, the last book from Uppercase that I will be getting. I really wasn't wowed with the 2 pieces of swag that we got this time, so I was really disappointed. So I ended up canceling my subscription for good, but luckily I got that book, and then of course Alcrate duplicated the same book, so of course Endy was very, very excited because she loved Vast in the Night. We both read it as an ARC, and it was really, really good. So definitely something to read this Halloween, which of course is today, so read it before it's too late. The next one is All the Bright Places. I've actually started a book club group on Books Amino. I think I might be tossing it over onto Facebook as well, because I know a lot of people don't use that app. And it is all based on the book club books via Books Million. So for November, which of course will start tomorrow, is Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen. It's over there out of my reach. But December's book is All the Bright Places, and I'm going to be doing giveaways and stuff throughout the entire month of the group, the book club. I've actually got a few book clubs going in all different aspects, from Crossroad reviews to buddy reads to fiery reads to I think there's one more. I don't remember what it is. Oh, Shadowhunters, and that's all nothing but stuff about Shadowhunters. So it should be pretty interesting. I will toss all those links below, and those are all based on in Facebook. So pretty easy to go and join. Oh my goodness. The next one is called Dial M for Murder. She wanted to write a mystery, not live it. I guess this one deals with a girl that she's in a coffee shop, and then a strange man dies on her, and she's thrust into a mystery much more horrifying than anything she could write. She was working on her first novel, and this is from Merit Press. The next one is based on the hit TV show Dark Shadows. This is from Tor. By Laura Parker, and I guess this just picks up from, I guess, the last episode. I'm not exactly sure. And this is the first time that this has ever been in print. Let's see. So it's an orphan with no knowledge of her origins. Victoria Winters first came to the great house of Collinwood as a governess. It didn't take long for the Collins families, many buried secrets, haunted history, and rivalries with evil forces to catch up with Victoria and cast the newcomer adrift in time, trapped between life and death. At last returned to the present, Victoria is called back to Collinwood by a mysterious letter, hoping to fill in the gaps of her memories by meeting with the people who knew her best. Victoria returns to the aging mansion. However, she soon discovers that the entire Collins family is missing. Except for Barnabas Collins, a vampire whose own dark curse is well known. Victoria discovers that she has been named sole heir to the estate, if only she can prove her own identity. Beset by danger and dire warnings, Victoria must discover what dread fate has befallen Collinwood, even as she finally uncovers a shocking truth long hidden in the shadows. So it's definitely for the fans of probably the TV series. The next one, of course, is an extra copy of Return to the Continuums. The other one that I had there that I showed you is actually signed to me, so you guys can have that one. But this will be up for giveaway probably after the tour, because I know that they'll probably be doing some kind of giveaway during that as well. The next one is from Rick Wilbur, called Alien Morning. And this, the best first contact story I've seen in decades. Aliens have landed and only one man has the inside scoop. So, let's see, I guess this is about Peter Hallman. He's a freelance sweeper, and the year is 2030, and it sees a new era in social media with sweep casting, a multi-sensory interface that can convey every thought, touch, smell, sight, and sound, immersing the audience in another person's experience. So I guess the aliens, I cannot pronounce that, offer advanced science in exchange for various trade goods from Earth, but nothing is as simple as it seems. It never usually is. So there is that one. And last but not least, as I can scoot these over now that I have space on my table here, is a couple more books for my Curiosity Quills Week. So how this is going to work, which I'll probably do a secondary video on this once I grab all the other books, I'm going to have one full week, and it is nothing but Curiosity Quills books. Some of them are stuff that I've actually already read, but I just want to share again because they were amazing. Things like, of course, Crystal Wade and Lisa Kukolit and Maria. Oh God, I forgot what her name is. I am so sorry, but it's I think it's called Altars of Reality. I don't remember. But it's amazing. And then I've got a whole bunch of new stuff to actually read through as well. So this is some of the other stuff that they sent me for the week. We've got Melissa McShane's newest book, Burning Bright, and I love this cover. Cover's so gorgeous. The next one is by Susan Kofod. I'm so horrible at people's names. This is called Naming the Stars. And there will be a giveaway for most of these, unless they're my own personal copies. You guys can't have those. But this is Dream Shores. I love these. And I don't know why, but they sent us 2 copies of book 1 of The Heartless City. So we've got 2 copies. And then we've got 1 copy of book 2, The Hypnotic City, which is so pretty. I love these things. Which you can just like peer over at the hot dude on the other cover. But really excited. Other things we've got is, what is it, if I can see it from over here, we've got Alice Takes Back to Wonderland, we've got, I don't think I can read that far away, one called Artificial, we've got, what is it, Mer Charmer, book 1 and 2, there's a whole bunch of them. It's going to be a very full week. I'm really excited to dive into some of these books. I love the covers. They have some of the most breathtaking covers that I've seen. And I can't wait. Right now it's set to post sometime in the end of November, but that might change for December, with everybody here getting this rolling sickness that just does not want to seem to leave us alone. I actually had to push stuff back a week, because then Rachel the co-blocker got sick as well, so it's catching us through the internet now, apparently. So that's why, if you've been wondering why nothing has posted currently, other stuff that had already been scheduled, that would be why. Because everybody's sick. So much fun. Alright, so I'm going to get off of here, and I will catch you guys later, and I will link the other stuff below. So, bye.